Ever feel like your brain has a hamster wheel, and that little hamster just won't stop running? You replay a conversation from 3 days ago, dissecting every word. You worry about a presentation next week, imagining 100 different ways it could go wrong. Or maybe you're stuck trying to make a simple decision, like what to have for dinner, and you've spent an hour weighing the pros and cons of pasta versus tacos. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. You're in the club of overthinkers, and today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this incredibly common, yet often frustrating, mental habit. So what exactly is overthinking? It's not just thinking deeply about something. Deep thinking is productive. It leads to solutions and insights. Overthinking, on the other hand, is like being stuck in a loop. It's when you excessively analyze, ruminate, and worry about things to the point where it becomes counterproductive. You're not solving problems, you're just replaying them. It's the difference between using a map to find your destination and just folding and unfolding the map over and over again without ever taking a step. There are generally two main flavors of overthinking. The first is rumination, which is all about the past. It's when you can't stop replaying events, conversations, or mistakes. You might think, I can't believe I said that in the meeting. Or why did I make that decision 5 years ago? You get stuck in a cycle of regret and self-criticism, trying to understand something that has already happened and can't be changed. It's like trying to unscramble an egg. No matter how much you stir it, it's not going back to its original form. The second flavor is worry, and this one is all about the future. It's when you're constantly playing out negative, what-if scenarios. What if I fail the exam? What if they don't like me? What if I get stuck in traffic and I'm late? Your mind creates a series of catastrophic outcomes, most of which have a very low probability of actually happening. It's like your brain becomes a Hollywood director specializing in disaster movies, with you as the unfortunate star. But why do we do this? Why do our brains get stuck in these unproductive loops? It's not because you're broken or flawed. Often, overthinking stems from a good place. It's your brain's attempt to protect you. By replaying the past, your brain thinks it's learning lessons to avoid future mistakes. By worrying about the future, it thinks it's preparing you for potential threats. It's a primitive survival mechanism that, in our modern world, has gone into overdrive. Another big driver is anxiety and fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making the wrong choice. When we're afraid, our brain's threat detection system, the amygdala, goes on high alert. It starts scanning for danger everywhere, and this can trigger a cascade of anxious thoughts. Overthinking becomes a coping mechanism, a way to feel like you're gaining control over an uncertain situation, even though it usually just makes you feel more stuck and more anxious. Perfectionism is another major culprit. If you believe you have to do everything perfectly, every decision feels monumental. The pressure to choose the perfect career, say the perfect thing, or even buy the perfect pair of jeans can lead to analysis paralysis. You get so caught up in finding the flawless option that you end up doing nothing at all. So we know what overthinking is and why it happens. But what's the big deal? Well, chronic overthinking can have a serious impact on your life. Mentally, it's exhausting. It drains your energy, making it hard to focus on the present moment. You can enjoy a nice dinner with friends if your mind is replaying a mistake you made at work. It also fuels mental health issues like anxiety and depression. The constant negativity and worry create a fertile ground for these conditions to take root and grow. Physically, the stress from overthinking can take a toll. It can lead to trouble sleeping because your mind just won't shut off. It can cause headaches, muscle tension, and even digestive issues. Your mind and body are deeply connected, and when your mind is in a constant state of high alert, your body feels it too. Socially, overthinking can make you indecisive and hesitant. It can lead you to misinterpret social cues, thinking someone is upset with you when they're just having a bad day. This can strain relationships and make you withdraw, creating a lonely cycle where you have even more time to, you guessed it, overthink. The good news is, you are not your thoughts, and you can learn to manage the hamster on the wheel. You can turn the volume down on that internal chatter. It's not about stopping your thoughts completely. That's impossible. It's about changing your relationship with them. The first and most powerful step is awareness. You can't change a habit if you don't realize you're doing it. Start by noticing when you're caught in an overthinking loop. Maybe your chest feels tight, or you find yourself pacing. When you catch it, just label it. Say to yourself, there's that overthinking again. Don't judge it, just observe it. This simple act of naming it creates a bit of distance between you and the thought, reminding you that you are the observer of your thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. Once you're aware, try to schedule your worry time. This sounds a bit strange, but it works. Set aside 15 minutes each day, say at 5 p.m., to be your official worry time. If a worrisome thought pops up at 10 a.m., tell yourself thanks for the reminder, brain, but I'll deal with this at 5 p.m. When your worry time arrives, let yourself think, worry, and ruminate about whatever you want. What you'll often find is that by the time 5 p.m. rolls around, the issue doesn't seem as big, or you've forgotten about it entirely. This technique teaches your brain that you are in control of when and where you engage with these thoughts. Another powerful technique is to challenge your thoughts. Our overthinking brains are not always reliable narrators. They tend to dramatize and catastrophize. When you find yourself spinning in a negative loop, ask yourself some critical questions. Is this thought 100% true? What's a more realistic outcome? What would I tell a friend who was having this thought? By questioning your thoughts, you loosen their grip on you. You're applying logic to an emotional spiral, which can help ground you back in reality. Getting out of your head and into your body is also a game changer. Overthinking is an entirely mental activity. To break the cycle, you need to engage your senses and your body. Go for a walk and pay attention to the feeling of your feet on the ground. Listen to a piece of music and really focus on the instruments. Do a few jumping jacks, cook a meal and focus on the smells and textures. Anything that shifts your focus from the abstract world of your thoughts to the concrete reality of the present moment can provide immediate relief. This is the core principle of mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation is perhaps one of the most effective long-term strategies for managing overthinking. It's like weight training for your attention muscle. The practice is simple. You sit quietly and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, which it will, you gently and without judgment, guide it back to your breath. Over and over again. Each time you do this, you are strengthening your ability to choose where you place your focus. You're learning to let thoughts come and go without getting swept away by them. There are countless free guided meditations available online that can help you get started. It's also crucial to limit your decision-making time. If you're an overthinker, you know that making choices can be agonizing. To combat this, set a timer. For small decisions, like what to wear, give yourself 60 seconds. For bigger decisions, like planning a trip, give yourself a reasonable but firm deadline. The goal is to move from analysis to action. Remember, progress is better than perfection. Making a good enough decision and moving forward is almost always better than being paralyzed in search of the perfect one that may not even exist. Finally, practice self-compassion. Overthinking often comes with a harsh inner critic. You beat yourself up for past mistakes or for worrying so much. This only adds another layer of negative emotion to the pile. Instead, try treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a good friend. Acknowledge that you are struggling and that it's okay. Say something like, "This is really hard right now, and it's understandable that I feel this way." Self-compassion soothes your nervous system and creates a safe internal space where you don't have to be perfect. Breaking the habit of overthinking is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when the hamster is running at full speed, and that's okay. The goal isn't to have a perfectly quiet mind. It's to build the skills to notice when you're stuck, be kind to yourself, and gently guide your attention back to what truly matters, the present moment, where life is actually happening. Remember, you have the power to step off the hamster wheel. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more content on mental well-being. And if you have any strategies that help you with overthinking, please share them in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. Thanks for watching.